Hello Taurus and welcome to your December 2021 video. Now, December is a powerful month with Venus, your ruler, going retrograde, a solar eclipse and Jupiter changes signs, as well as we have that Saturn-Uranus square. So let's get started. On the 4th, we have a solar eclipse during the Sun and Mercury in your 8th house. Now, the 8th house is about money. This is where people might feel, and this lasts for 6 months, where people want to invest in you, people give money to you. The 8th house is about the money that we receive. Your partner could even receive money as well, because it's where we partner up too. So collaborations, especially in a financial way, where money comes to you. That's the energy of the 8th house. It's about, getting that bonus. It's about basically taxes, insurances, payouts is important to remember. You might have been thinking about real estate. All of those energies are ruled with the 8th house. What's important to remember, any fears or doubts, and you've been having a lot with Uranus and Taurus being in your sign, right? And it's been there for a while, a long time, quite some time. And so ultimately, this has been shaping, changing, and shifting you. And you're a fixed sign, and change isn't easy, but this has been creating a lot of changes within you. And this has brought about a lot of doubts, insecurities, and past experiences. With this solar eclipse, which is going to be impacting the next 6 months, it gives you the energy to release, to come out brand new, to come out lighter, to let go of those fears, anxieties, anything hidden in your subconscious where you just feel it's released. It's also time for you to connect more intimately with those closest to you. So it's a beautiful solar eclipse. Do utilize the energies that are offered to you. Release those doubts, release those insecurities with it. On the 14th, we have Mercury moving into your 9th house, and this is beautiful energy when it comes to travel, adventure, learning, education, all that higher learning and wisdom and spirituality. Mercury will have you thinking. It can have you taking a mental journey where you read something that basically impacts your spiritual growth, your wisdom, which is very good for you, which you can utilize, which you can allow opportunities to come to you. That's the energy of the 9th house, and it's joining Venus. So it's about your passions. There is the Pluto energy also there of transformation, of letting go any beliefs about yourself that are no longer serving you, in order for you to renew your sense of belief, your sense of optimism about yourself. And this all has to impact and work with the way in which you think about yourself, because Mercury is moving there on the 14th. On the 14th as well, we have Mars in the 8th house. This energy is very good for sexual energy, right? Mars is about passion and action. The 8th house also rules over intimacy, being intimate, sex. So this is the energy of connection and being able to connect in a more intimate way. Mars will also encourage you to take action on any financial opportunities that come your way. On the 19th, we have a full moon in your 2nd house. Now, the full moon in your 2nd house might want you to release anything that is holding you back financially. The 2nd house is where we earn money, the money that we've earned for our skills, our talents, the work that we are actually doing, what we're earning for it. You might need to go through a bit of a release of things that are not working for you in order to boost that financial value. It's also about your sense of support and seeing the people that support you on your journey. Being aware of that, cutting away from people who don't support you. That's the energy. On the 20th, all the way into January 2022, Venus goes retrograde, and this will be happening for you in that 9th house. Now, Venus retrograde has to do with finances and love, and especially because it's your ruler, this is where love, relationships from the past relationship issues, anything dealing with the past comes to light. And it comes to light to be healed and transformed. This can feel very intense for you because your relationships are important to you. And this can feel as almost if a lot of releasing needs to happen when it comes to your relationships. Allow for that. Past relationships, exes, and also a kind of a sense of renewing your sense of spiritual growth within your relationships. because it is happening in your ninth house. So there's a lot of spiritual learning around your relationships and also your finances, of how you work with your money, your sense of worth, your sense of value, how you value yourself. This is very transformative for you. And it's a period in which you should really allow wisdom to come through. Instead of getting stuck in a feeling about how you felt about yourself years ago and where you are now and all the things that have happened previously and how it can make you feel sort of down about you, it's more about gaining wisdom. See where you are now. See how much you have grown from then. See how all those journeys have led you to where you are now. And that's the thing. Sometimes the wrong road leads you to the right place. But it's all about understanding that journey and knowing that sometimes those things happen. And now self-forgiveness comes through. Remember, Venus is about love and love of self, Taurus, especially for you. This is where you need to love yourself. It's a very blessed time for you. But it's all up to how you handle the wisdom that is coming through for you. On the 21st, the sun illuminates that ninth house. Wisdom, learning, adventure through experiences, where you can have experiences. Also with that Venus retrograde, it might take you to a place that was of the past in order to trigger these past memories for your deep understanding and wisdom. But on the 21st, with the sun illuminating, also it's about experience, it's about learning, that spiritual journey. Allow for the adventure of life. You know, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, and that's what you're on currently. On the 29th, Jupiter joins Neptune in your 11th house. Networking. Okay, and Jupiter will be staying there for a while, going into 2022. So networking, social circles, online, offline, putting out information about yourself and what you do. This is the energy of it. In the word people, finding that connection, finding that way in which to think of futuristic plans, as it can expand that idea. Plans that you had or were thinking about earlier this year now can come into fruition. Dreams, opportunities. Focus on all those things and focus a lot on your manifestation abilities. Saturn square Uranus, and that will be happening on 24th of December, although it's throughout the month. That energy is there. But that exact square happens on that day, and this is a breaking out for you to be your authentic self, because it happens in your 1st house and 10th house, how the world sees you versus who you are, your authenticity, and how you want to break free of anything that's confining you in order to be your best self. Anything that's restricting you, any authority over you, anything that holds power over you, that makes you feel like you can't be you, is what you are ridding yourself of and allowing for this new you to blossom and to grow. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website's linked down below if you'd like a reading, as well as a link for appreciation of posts.